The Westmoreland Museum of American Art proudly presents Tootsie Snyder and Alora Chateaux.
Hello and season's greetings, and welcome back to another T&A Art Critique.
We are so excited to be back with the Westmoreland Museum of American Art. My God, we are now officially coming to you quarterly. That is right, 4 times a year, ladies and gentlemen. So tonight we are critiquing so many different images. We are actually going to be going through the seasons. We're going to start with some fall season.
I miss fall already.
Oh my God. You know, it came and went.
It really did.
We're getting back into the winter season now. So we're going to trickle into some winter. And then we're going to end with an interesting little ditty.
Through the seasons, through the snow, over the hill, and through my toes. Hit it!
So let's get started with our first image tonight.
Dive on in!
Dive on in. This is our first gal, and this is a portrait of a young lady circa 1900s. Not dated. She, again, has no
She's never dated.
She
Clearly with that.
She is married. Did you see that? She's got a ring on her ring finger.
Good for her.
Gorgeous shawl.
I guess there's a lid to every pot.
Well, it gives me hope.
Oh.
Because I know that unibrow all too well.
I like a good unibrow. I like her hat, though. I want to bring up her hat.
Yes.
Remember when back in the days, but when you woman would get a nice hat, sometimes you just wanted to go shopping for a nice new hat.
Young lady, she doesn't even have a name. That hat is really nice, though.
I like the color, the canary yellow of her blouse.
That feather, obviously she is a lady of a certain wealth, because nobody can just afford those feathers.
That is a fancy flock. It's a very nice lace shawl.
It's a nice,
It's a lace, black lace, and I do like a black lace on that canary yellow.
So,
I think it's very seductive for her being a undated woman.
Someone got a word of the day calendar. Why didn't any of her ladies in waiting tell her that she should shave that? That's a real fur. She paid good money for that fur, but you need to trim that beaver. You need to trim that beaver.
Listen, it's ethical fur. I can't help it. It's almost like a Frida Kahlo.
And how is she married and I'm not?
Frida Kahlo or her?
Both. I gotta tighten this, but it's too much fun. All my nails are falling.
Several months later.
This is the best night ever.
Okay, so it's like a September day.
A little bit. Yeah.
September. You know.
I mean, I could roll out in that.
Yeah, I would totally roll out with it. Maybe not the skirt. I like the yellow. Maybe if the yellow was a whole dress, I'd be okay with it.
True.
I just don't like the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Next! Ooh!
Oh. First of all, the name of this is called The Afterglow. Seductive? I think so.
Oh my God.
There's some drama happening in this.
That's what every one of my lovers say about me.
They dwell in that afterglow?
Yeah.
I'm sure they don't.
When was this done?
This was 1887.
Ooh.
And we're only 24 inches by 36. That's still a hefty size, but that color.
That meant more than one. Like it's a very orangey brown tone painting.
But you still got those blues in the sky creeping through.
And then there's the pinkish oranges and salmons.
Oh, I love a good salmon.
Marinated
and the greens.
Right?
Emerald.
And they're like a dark foresty green. Emerald.
Would you walk down that road?
No. Because I feel like that road leads to death at the end of it. It's a little Sleepy Hollow-y. You know, like there's going to be a headless horseman at the end of that trail.
A little bit.
And I'm not trying to get
Girl, I've been in quarantine too long. I want to meet that headless legend. That fence. There it is. Found it.
There's a fence. I do see that.
If they panned over, there are cattle all over the place. But this tree gives me worry.
There's something hiding behind there. Just
No. No.
Waiting to murder.
I've seen too many Looney Tunes episodes to know that there's an anvil that's going to pop out somewhere. Some wily coyote, we don't know those right, pops out.
This section over here of the painting, it looks very realistic. It looks like a photograph. And bravo.
Next! Oh!
What is it, got a rifle?
This is Rip Van Winkle.
Oh, no.
His Winkle's about to pop right up.
I saw his Winkle.
Rip Van Winkle, 50 inches by 39 and a half inches.
Wasn't he the guy that slept a lot? Didn't he have like narcolepsy or something?
I don't know why, but he looks very large. He looks like a giant. Even though there's nothing to compare it to his surroundings, but doesn't he look like
he
really
does
bigger?
look like what was that thing, that story about holding down there was the giant, there was
it was a movie.
Gulliver's Travels. That's it.
See how timid I was, like, is that
Gulliver's Travels?
I was like, I'm really close, and if this is not it,
it's where they tie down the
Gulliver's Travels. When they tied down the giant, that's exactly. There's nothing in comparison that makes him seem that way,
but
there's something about him.
That and Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, because what does he hold?
I think
he is holding
a gun.
rifle. Yeah, that's a whole rifle. And there's his hat. His hand position, though, that's gorgeous. She got that note about keeping your fingers together. Visual interest.
Visually speaking.
Same with the other hand. Ooh, I'm holding a rifle, but my one finger is out just subtly.
Does this rifle make me look feminine?
Always. Always. You know what this also reminds me of?
Wrong turn.
Wishbone.
Oh my god,
Do you remember when Wishbone did this? And he woke up to the sound. I can't remember how long. I feel like it was 20 or 40 years. He was under a tree. And then he woke up from the leaves.
Such a cute.
Is this bring it back? Is it bring it back? Cue the beginning of Wishbone.
What's the story, Wishbone?
He woke up to, like, ghosts. There were ghosts. Sounds like 3 words. There were ghosts, and they were bowling. Do you remember this? But slow motion, so it was like the sound of, like, thunder. That's as far as I can remember.
That was a great story provided by
Alora Chateaux.
I think that he was camping and he got attacked by like a mountain lion or some type of ferocious beastly animal.
Is that what ripped the hair off of the top of his head?
Mm-hmm.
Got hair everywhere else.
Next! Oh!
So...
What the hell?
I feel attacked.
What kind of sacrilegious...
So this is the butchering -winter. The butchering. Butchering, there's no the. Butchering winter, 1979.
The butchering the winter
of the
1979.
I mean, this is how you get your gyro.
I could go for a gyro.
I know you always can go for a gyro.
These look like pigs, which I had sausage today. We did. We made sausage. Links, not patties. This looks like a witch ritual, like a this looks like a Satanistic ritual happening.
So I have a very, very quick story.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I'm never being a woman again.
It's hard to be a woman. You're welcome.
It's a story in my biography. This is a whole rig.
It's a whole
rigmarole. The rigmarole, the tomfoolery.
You haven't a branch stable enough.
No.
They said, let's put one in here and wrap them. Is that Bigfoot?
Bigfoot doesn't ride a horse.
I didn't even notice. It looked like the
I
Bigfoot.
see what.
You're not like the
Do you remember that movie about Bigfoot? It was like
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Better keep that fire away from that hay. Hey, that part's gonna go away, girl.
Hey, girl. Next.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is.
how quaint.
Before we even say anything about anything, it's comparatively
That's cute.
to the last image. I want to go there. So this is Panther Hollow,
Oh,
1930.
kind of reminds me of like Pittsburgh.
It's very Pittsburghy.
It reminds me of the little town from Willy Wonka. The one that Charlie lives in. Like, over there. Oh, is that
I was just listening to
Uncle-
that song.
Uncle Joe and the other ones? Grandpa Joe?
I got my golden ticket.
Grandpa Joe. I like the little church in the back.
Yeah, I know, right? Overall, though, this is very... It's very inviting comparative to most of the images that we've seen today.
Correct! This makes me want to sit down. It reminds me of like a Campbell's soup, tomato soup commercial.
Especially the one that's surpassed the tell of time with that one little snowman that walks in and then it...
Oh, he
it-
melts
He
into
melts into a
boy.
little boy
Oh.
and then he has a soup!
That's, yep.
They bring it back every year.
It's a classic. It's like
It's a classic.
It's like the,
Classic.
well, it's like a classic classic. But it's almost like the Eaton Park tree with the star. There's a little star that tries to get on the top of the tree, and then the tree comes down and lets him
that's
jump
Eaton
on.
Park?
Yeah!
I remember the commercial. I didn't
That's
have
good
cable.
marketing. That's good marketing, though. Next! Oh!
This is
Coal Breaker?
Coal Break. Oh. 1935 to 1937.
26 by 36.
It's very pleasing.
Yeah.
The colors. Also, like how those burnt oranges, like draw you from here to here
Yeah.
to here to here. And then you've got this nice white, there's like no line on there. Oh, there's this.
Right?
Oh,
Well, even looking at it sideways, it's still, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so many other angles, and I like the mountain ridge.
yes.
That, like, tree line, I'm assuming is tree lines.
That blue that they added to the barn.
Yeah.
Like that
It's
really
like a
deep
subtle
blue
blue, but
gets into there.
The one thing that really sticks out is this tree in particular.
That one.
Because
this one does that too, but that one, you notice that triangle?
this is exactly, which makes me think of balance, because there's the triangle on the left, and then there's the triangle on the right, and then there's this.
That's an also really good point, because this pole cuts it right down the middle, but everything is it's very
symmetrical,
balanced.
but exactly. It's,
Ah.
I knew I took art history for a reason.
Thanks, education.
This is by far the best one that I like. Oh no, I said what I said.
If this was a nightmare or a scary movie, you could sign me right up.
I feel
This
like
would
a
be the
cycle.
one-
It's almost like Fargo. Did you ever see Fargo, the movie Fargo?
No.
Oh, it's good. But it's like one of those. It's like a psychological thriller.
Those get you.
This would be a psychological thriller where you're like, oh my god, is it the husband? Is it the wife? Is it the dog? Who killed it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who killed it?
Doesn't matter who
What
it
is it? Stay tuned and find out. The coal breaker. So it breaks coal.
That was my nickname in high school.
Well, that's just your thighs.
And it does really make you think of, like, winter. Winter is here because...
Right? But also, too, that's a winter that I want to explore because it seems very... It's covered, but it's also... It's very inviting in a very structured way.
It's almost like one of those winter nights when it's real quiet. And it's
Very
real
crisp.
bright out at night. And you just want to go out and build a snowman.
Fill it a fire, Pennsylvania.
Call the break and fend it a file.
And next.
Next!
Oh my. That just... Thank God we came from such a happy spot.
What is happening? Can we...
I
Wait a
bet you
minute.
can't guess what the name of this one is called.
Give me that face!
It's called The Dentist.
Oh my god!
What kind of crackpot look how happy he is.
Oh, he's extremely happy.
She's cautious, but also like, yeah, pull that out.
Is he taking his entire face off? What is happening?
I don't know, but clear. Well, first of all,
Oh my.
first, what kind of? Is this Winston when he shaves? Look at that nose.
That is Winston. This is why Winston was turned into a dog. This is why he was.
This is the moment.
This is the moment he was turned into a dog because the witch said, "I don't like what you did to people." He is gleefully. This is why people don't like to go to the dentist. This picture right here is the reason why people don't like to go to the dentist.
That's not fun. But they are having so much fun.
Right? Like those two.
This is the time of their life.
And then that poor guy
who's clearly gripping onto that guy for dear life. And even
he
his
already
hand.
has a weird shaped head. But
right? I want to know what's happening.
this painting reminds me, when is the last time I've been to the dentist and I need to schedule my next appointment?
Did you ever have a cavity?
Yeah.
Me too. I was devastated. When they said, "Oh, it looks like you have a cavity. We'll have to get that filled." Crushed. It
Whole
was
life
done.
went down the drain.
It was over.
Her life goal of becoming a tooth model.
Don't look. Did you ever have braces?
No.
Again. Well, aren't you
No.
la-di-da? I have braces, but it wasn't because my teeth weren't perfect, which they were. It was because I had a baby tooth coming down incorrectly. I didn't even know I had a baby tooth left. Oh, wait a second. Who is that?
We have to at least talk about
Cindy
the tooth
Lou Who?
She's
Maybe
like,
she's a-
what's that, good lord?
Oh.
Like, she definitely has that kind of accent where she's like, go, what's in his mouth, there, sir?
Gum. Next. Boyd's Hill, 1892. Why is it sad that this 1892 image looks so prevalent today? Again, comparative to that last horrific scene. And this still reminds me of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this reminds me of, like,
But also,
Steel Town
seen...
Girl on a Saturday night.
Yeah.
Just trying to
That's
stay
us.
warm for her life.
I have seen this place in the South Side.
Oh, it's very Southside Slopes.
It's right at the end. This is a turnaround. Or actually, it's a turnaround. You can't turn around, ever. That's a nice line.
There's a lamppost?
Yeah! This one contact zoomed right in on it.
Her digital contact lens. Go, get an eyeball!
From this perspective, I'm like, I'm cold, and I want to go into where that warmness is. But is that like some sort of factory?
Are there horses? Are those
They're horses.
What is with these people and horses? Get a
Everybody-
car!
Everybody
They talk about horsepower, we get it!
didn't, what's his face, Tom Ford invent the first...
Tomfoolery. Henry
No.
Ford.
No, we also invented this cologne in this old-fashioned line. Tom Ford, you can sponsor me any day of the week. Final thoughts.
I don't like it. Next!
Thank you.
Oh.
So,
I don't like her proportions.
her proportions are... She's also married. Again! So, this is a portrait of Eliza Tiernan.
Tiernan. She's trying to get something out of her sleeve.
So, I think she's taking off a glove.
Oh. How provocative for her time.
Right?
I like the outfit. I like the dress, the poofy sleeves.
I like the
ruching.
random red and the ruching, but then those little bits of red.
Oh, yeah, I just
And
noticed
that, like, little bit of tassel.
I think she could have probably done a little bit more with her hair. Like, come on, you're wearing a really gorgeous outfit.
True.
And the best you did was just...
It was a woman before her time.
Exactly.
Exposing that much shoulder.
She looks a little bashful. Like, she just farted under her skirt.
Been there. Clearly, she was not wearing enough makeup to not be blushing because of that.
She reminds me of, like... You ever seen the movie, The Other Boleyn Girl?
No, but I want to now.
It's about, Anne Boleyn, who was one of the many wives of Henry VIII.
Yeah?
Who had 6 fingers. Total on one hand.
She had 11 total.
This looks like one of the other bowling girl. She even reminds me of the evil stepsister from Ever After.
I literally
I
heard that.
know.
Oh my god. That moment when she said, she should not have said that about your mother. I like her a lot more now with that reference.
I know. We have a total backstory for her now.
I shall go down as being the man who can open a door. That's going to be my legacy one day.
That was pure genius.
I shall go down as a man who
Open
opened the door. We're coming back on a positive note, I guess.
So she's removing a glove.
Yeah. I feel like she was riding or something. Like, why are you wearing...
Who's
It looks
wearing that?
Touche. Check and mate.
Check out me, mate.
Why do you always become an Australian?
I don't know. Seriously, something wrong with her shoulders. She doesn't have
She'd be
shoulders.
very buoyant in water, though. That
She looks like a buoy.
Bing bong. She's cute, though.
She's
cute
not bad.
when you knock off those shoulders. If you would take a little quick
If you
Photoshop,
brought this in
just
and
cut
actually
that down.
made this a shoulder,
Look how pretty her neck is.
now you're
then.
done. See?
And
this-
here's her results, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my goodness. Oh, no, it's not the angle.
Look at.
No.
Doing it.
You still have shoulder.
Oh my god, pay me like one of your Frenchmen. What?
I'll give you a Frenchman.
Okay.
Now!
This Geisha Girls, number 6. 1981. This is a big jump.
What makes them geisha?
That one arm's bashful.
Oh. My
We
little
need-
pony. my
Yes.
little-
The one with the green hair and the blue, she's got a parrot. And like green
Oh.
gloves. And then the one in green with the bluishy, darky gray
I
hair has a
love
fan.
that.
And then you've got this very large Clydesdale.
That you can't notice.
Budweiser.
Oh, that is a
Budweiser would be
Budweiser.
so lucky.
Right? I love this.
I love this too. What was the first thing that you saw?
Clearly the big ass horse.
Not that bashful girl.
No, I didn't even. I thought they were trees.
Holding a parrot. Yeah. That makes sense.
But I saw the horse, and then I saw Gumby next to her.
Yes.
I didn't know that was a fan until you pointed out, nor a bird. Didn't know that they were involved.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so it goes obese horse
Yes.
to thin geishas, and then the parrot, and then the fan. But I like the color.
The size of this is 17.5 by 23.25. Look at what I just possibly maybe discovered. This is the signature. Is that someone's signature?
Oh, that is.
How large of a signature, and what a weird place to put it.
How big is that photo? Like,
So,
what
17.5 by 23.25.
inches?
17.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's not-
about, no way, maybe. I mean, but it works so nicely, even with this little line of
It's
pink.
on that same scale of the color wheel. Like that's.
It's all right, yeah. Wallace Ting.
Excuse you?
It's the artist, Wallace Ting. Oh, it's a print.
Wally T.
Geisha Girls, number 6. So I wonder if this is part of a series.
Mmm.
And also, I want that horse's contacts. They're like a weird grayishy green. I feel very excited about this.
Yeah. There is something about this. This is.
It's very
one of my favorite
pleasing.
paintings from what we saw.
This
I want to
series
see
is.
where they're at now. Where are they now?
Oh, those geishas. Bring them out! Geishas number 1 and 2. Oh, God. Tootsie, we have seen so many things today.
We really have.
Going through all of the seasons.
We went through fall
And spring.
and winter in between.
Oh, God. I love a good in-between.
Oh, me too. But you know what I like more?
My Little Pony.
And art, ladies and gentlemen. If you
Love
like
it.
any of these photos that you've seen tonight, you can check out the
Westmoreland Museum of American Art. They are open now. Just wear a mask.
Wear a Mask and Save Yourself and a Friend.
Love this one.
Oh,
How about that one, huh?
Oh.
Not this guy. You've got too much fruit in there.
Oh, there. Oh.
It's got a whole fruit salad for crying out loud.
Mm.
Ugh, you know what I want? A unibrow.
Season. We have
Yep. Heads up.
7-Up. Okay. It's a guy who's doing the RV. Did I send you that?
Alora, self-note, take notes. As long as one of those heads pops out,
Is she about to give head to the headless horse?
you don't know my fantasies. baby. You can still moan even though you don't have vocals.
I like to pull up before the bubbles.
You heard it here first. Stop knocking my hairy charcuterie board.
Oh. You want to see art?
Watch Ever After with Drew Barrymore. With a guy from Seinfeld. Give us a minute. With a guy from Seinfeld.
Talk amongst yourself.
With a guy from Seinfeld had to like button up his shirt in the very beginning because he was changing the shirt to get.
Oh
my God. Oh, this is fun. I mean, of course, been there.
What's her name? Gorder. Oh yeah, Eliza with her Easter outfit on. And then we have spring coming back with the My Little Ponies.
A lot of spring.
I think it's definitely
Spring with a vengeance.
It's just getting through winter. It's oh, this is pretty, this is interesting, this is, and then just cold death.
Snafter?
Mm-hmm. Charcuter.
Your nipple